It is a beautiful and sunny day here at Washington, D.C. for our chase race number 4 that is taking place here. After a crazy chase race number 3 at Pocono, we're going to go for some unbelievable and definitely unrealistic intermediate speedway racing that is taking place here at the nation's capital. Let's take you to your starting lineup. On the pole, Jessica Shelton. Starting second, Scott Roush. Third, Charles Sanford. Fourth, William Brock. Fifth, Carter Friesen. Sixth, the highest running chaser in the starting lineup, Ron Bishop. Seventh, Ace Rogers. Eighth, Cody Lamas. Ninth, Jackie Tan. Completing the top 10, Elijah Leonard. And here's the rest of your starting lineup from 11th on back. And on the final row, we have Patrick Smith and Kyle Matthews. Matthews definitely in a lot of trouble. Same with Cole Deaver so far. Their chase run has not been going anywhere from perfect. Speaking of which, the rest of the points coming on in. Benjamin Miles, no surprise. His dominant season continues. However, he has a 6-point lead over Joshua Sicoli. And then adding on from that, behind him, Ron Bishop, who is a total of 9 points back. And then F.P. Jones III, 10 points back. And then everyone else still bits and pieces away from trying to catch up to Benjamin Miles. So we're about ready to get the command to fire the engines. Let's go down trackside to get those famous words in motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines!
And there's the command. For those who are brand new and have wondered about this track, this is a very, very unique and awesome track. It is a mix of Dover and, in a way, I guess you could say Bristol. It does have a mix of both. Bristol, at least due to some of the banking, and Dover due to the size and length of the track. It is a 1-mile intermediate speedway, but it has some of the steepest banking that's out there. It has two different lines, a dark gray line that is there, and a rather clear silver asphalt line. So we'll see what'll happen. 57 laps of action. It is showtime, folks. Green flag is out and we're underway at DC. Let's roll. Not trademarked, by the way. Heading over to complete lap number 1, Charles Sanford was out in front. And Ace Rogers already wasting no time whatsoever, trying to make an immediate move up to the front of the field. He's definitely bringing along a lot of the non-chasers you're seeing in the background. And not too far back, chaser F.P. Jones III. Now this is one driver that is actually up there in that battle along with Ron Bishop to try to hunt down Benjamin Miles. The other driver is Joshua Sicoli, who's also not too far behind from there. However, Miles, because when he started off the chase run, he had 3 wins. He so far has been, in the 3 races that we have had, 1 good run, 1 bad run, and 1 mediocre run. That good run really got him into a good situation. Because of the tie that happened before Pocono, and the finish that happened afterward, you could see now who's really out in front as they are 4 wide for position. That looks like is around just outside the top 10. And one of those drivers was Joshua Sicoli as Joshua Osborne out in front. Here comes Jones III for the lead. And you're going to see throughout this course, you're going to see plenty of 3 wide, but we'll definitely be seeing some 4 wide, maybe 5 wide. Who knows? We have seen it before in seasons past, but we shall see what will happen. Here comes Elijah Leonard, who's definitely had a very miserable season in his rookie campaign. Definitely would like to end it on a high note. Same can be said for Ramian Fisher. Ramian, keep in mind, was last season's champion. Sadly, not able to defend his crown this year. And next year, he will be a part of the Cup Series, driving the number 11 in a Chevrolet. When asked about that, Fisher said, "I'm actually very happy. I'm finally getting the opportunity of a lifetime. I do want to thank William Brock and Full Frontal for giving me the opportunity of a lifetime. hopefully we can do whatever we can next season. But for right now, let's finish up the rest of the Xfinity season while also trying to help our brother Nathan Fisher. Which, if you're wondering about Nathan Fisher in the 22, see a couple of chasing the back and one car scraping the wall, I think. Yes, it is. It is FP Jones III. That's who I thought I seen there. And he is, or excuse me, she is slipping quite a ways back. It's that Z-Line Designs Toyota. And if you notice, when the cars do that coming off this course, they will lose a lot of speed and it will carry on. They always like to hit that turn 3 wall, riding down even towards turn 4. Now you see Courtney Keith, RJ Bishop trying to get around that 18 car. But you just noticed the 22, a very glimpse of his. Sicoli now in the middle, 4 wide, 5 wide behind. Contact Nathan Stapleton. They keep it together. What a save by the 97. Close call. We stay green. And nearly 5 wide up towards the front of the field. Look at Nathan Fisher you're seeing in that 22 car. That Credit One Banks Chevrolet trying to go underneath Benjamin Miles. 5 wide now. Now they settle back to 4. I'm telling you, these drivers are not afraid to be very, very aggressive on this course. They're not afraid to make some moves. Coming over there is TJ Hanley, really got into the wall right there. And is still scraping the wall. And now finally will fall to the rear. And he is going to lose the pack right there because of that. Just got stuck on that high line. He just free-falled all the way to the rear. Look at Carter freezing that 84 and that extreme low line right there. Right in front of a very tight 3-wide battle between Jeffrey Finguy, DJ Curtis, and Charles Sanford. Here comes Adam Flickinger in the 44, trying to work his way up. Remember, William was a part of the first 20 races, and even in the LCQ, didn't make the chase. So now they're having Adam take over for the rest of the season, get a little bit of seat time. So that way William can prepare for that triumphant start in the Cup Series. Now keep in mind for next season in the Xfinity Series, Garrett Sidner is definitely going to be in that ride. So that'll be interesting to see how he'll do. In the meantime though, Zach Flickinger, car number 96. I'll tell you what, Flickinger Racing definitely had a breakout year last season. All their cars got a win. And it was a really big moment. Jonathan Wong, he won at Indianapolis. William Flickinger, he managed to win at Pocono. And Zach Flickinger, my memory serves me correctly when I look through, as I'm trying to find this here, I believe he won last season. Actually, my mistake. He actually won 2 races last season. My apologies. I'd have to look up which 2 races they were, because it has not hit me. But I do remember Jonathan Wong, which definitely had that very memorable finish where, you know, they had a big wreck coming over on the final turn, or excuse me, turn 2, and all 3 Flickinger racing cars managed to finish in the top 3 in that race. In the meantime, however, Benny Watson, well, that is a great sign to see right there. Look at, actually, both the drivers, 41st and 42nd in the points, are actually having a terrific run here at DC. As we're already 14 laps in the books, and here comes Stapleton back up in the front. Remember, Stapleton nearly got involved in a caution there with a couple cars right by Benjamin Miles, and here he is coming to the front. Got another car hitting the wall. We'll look at that in a minute. As Courtney Keith and Kyle Matthews, they are right now the top chasers. Kyle Matthews, this is definitely what he needs, because the first 3 races have been nothing but good. It has been an absolute disaster for the South Point Chevrolet. Courtney Keith, on the other hand, well, she's having not bad of a run, but it could be better. She does sit, however, 13 points behind Benjamin Miles, so it's still at least less than the race length, but at the same time, a lot of things can happen. Now, pit stops are also a thing that could happen here at DC. As far as when and how many, I'm not too sure entirely. But you'll see once drivers make a dive off the back straight before entering turn 3 is that sign they will be coming down for green flag pit stops if we stay green. Scott Roush, DJ Curtis, a couple of drivers that won't be returning next season. Going to the point, Patrick Smith in the 15, who will be back for another season in that Xfinity team there. One thing I did ask about Patrick Smith was the fact that there's going to be one more Canadian stop this season. Are you or Carter Freese going to find a way to win a race? He says, well, we may be the only Canadians in the field other than FP Jones III, making it that there's 3. But at the same time, we're going to have to go big or go home to represent our home country. As you seen, he got into Nathan Stapleton right there. But we shall see what can happen heading into that race weekend. Keep in mind, that's chase race number 8. That's 4 more races away from here. Top chaser battle right there. Cody Lamas, Zach Flickinger, Cole Deaver, Courtney Keith, Kyle Matthews, all within one another. And Zach Flickinger up to the point, now trying to take second from Nathan Stapleton. Right now, Flickinger, top chaser and all. Cole Deaver, who definitely needs a good run. Now the second top chaser, trying to get every point he can. Him along with Kyle Matthews have not had a good start to the chase, as Patrick Smith got the wall a little bit right there. And he's going to start losing back. And how about FP Jones? Got to give credit to that 18 car. She rode the wall a little bit, got off it, and she's still barely hanging on to the back. Now she's hanging around just enough in there. Just so that way she's all good to go. Nicholas Wade kind of a little bit off the high line there. Sicoli has slipped back quite a ways. And TJ Hanley waiting for someone else to fall back so he can get some of the draft as Nathan Hudson tagged the wall a little bit right there. See Ace Rogers, Ron Bishop making their way up to the front. And Benjamin Miles starting to slowly work his way up to the front, little by little. That hurts Kodak Chevrolet. That has been one strong car. Funny enough, though, he has not been really reliant to get that 4th win throughout this season. You know, he was just lenient on the 3 wins and just kind of going from there. He knew he was going to be in the chase as long as he got in the top 10. That's all that mattered most. Now Cole Deaver out in front. Ramian Fisher now trying to take the lead. Taryn Jeffries tries to think better. Tries to think 3 wide. Not quite. Will throw the block on the 45 and now makes a move for the lead. Nathan Orman, the 95. That's another driver that won't be coming back altogether next season. In that rusty Chevrolet. Trying to go underneath Cole Deaver for the 4th position. Now Taryn Jeffries trying to battle the line. Close battle. 12 car, I think, just got it. He did. But it won't matter. Taryn Jeffries now up to the point. We've also seen some crazy photo finishes coming around here off this course. So we shall see what will happen. So far, most of these drivers have been very lenient to just staying 3 and 4 wide. No one has been really aggressive enough to try to make a 5 wide attempt. I hope to God we don't see that, especially that will definitely cause a wreck. But at the same time, it makes you wonder what these drivers not only are capable to do, but at the same time, how aggressive will they really be, especially towards the end. Look at RJ Bishop now sneaking his way into that top 10 ever so slightly. Same for Jake Baskinger. RJ going underneath Curtis for position. That's for 10th, it looks like right there. Trying to work on that 54, and indeed the case. Actually, yep, now he's got in the 10th position. Baskinger trying to get 11th as Nathan Orman led that lap right there. Now Zach Flickinger to the point. Here comes Jesse Turner in the 78. He'll be a part of the Cup Series next season. Driving, of course, 78, Aflac, and a couple others as well. Aflac being the main primary sponsorship. Jesse being asked to be moved to the Cup. He says, well, I'm looking forward to it. That is one thing for sure. Although it is really awesome that I got to race with some amazing people in the Xfinity Series in my first year, hopefully it is a sign of greatness to come along the way. RJ has been very lenient on Turner in that transition from moving drivers from Xfinity to Cup, and we'll see what happens. Remember, RJ Bishop is basically retiring at the end of the year, but he will be a part of the shootout and the All-Star Race weekend that will be taking place next season. At the same time for Turner, well, just ready for another season, next season. Well, Cole Deaver in that 9 car, you got to give him some credit. He knew those first 3 races did not go well, and he definitely needed to capitalize. And here he is, trying to really show some people wrong here. Now, as of right now, he started the chase with 5,005 points. That was chase race 1. He only has 5,012 at this point. Definitely has not had one of the best chases ever. Oh, wait, I hear a crash. Caution is out. Yep, the caution is out as we're heading into lap 29 of 57 for Get Green Flag pit stops and Cole Deaver out in front. Oh, and Courtney Keith involved. TJ Hanley got by, and it looks like it's a one-car incident, and it's chaser Courtney Keith in trouble. I don't see any other drivers. Oh, Seth Cole's got some left side damage there. And there you see the skid marks taking play. I don't know how much that damage is going to affect the 24 of Keith, but we shall see. As now drivers are heading down pit road here. You can see coming off of pit lane 2. You hear the cars in the background. They're coming right now. And here they come. One by one. Now, despite this being a very wide pit road, the way you have to come in, you have to be very careful. You have to give room, and you have to make sure you don't really come on out into traffic. As you can see, they're using that lower lane there. Oh, and someone got into another driver. Nathan Orman had to check up, and oh, he got into Seth Cole, and Orman's got damage. And one car I just seen is out of the race because of that. I don't know who that was. I just caught it off my eye. And look at this, Scott Roush. It's gonna not be, or he's just coming out pit road. Cole Deaver out in front. Oh, and someone got Ace Rogers. That was Devin Becker in the 77. Calamity on pit road has ensued. See, that was a smart move by Ron Bishop. Just let the others pass by. Don't get involved. And wow, TJ Hanley really just decided to really get out there on Emmanuel Hartnett. And Orman now coming down pit road. That will probably end his day, or at least they're going to have to repair that car, because that car is crunched. He was trying to avoid Seth Cole. He ran to the back of him. Jeffrey Finguy is down pit road. Still, and FP Jones III. Problems for Finguy and Jones III. They are on pit road. Orman leaving pit road, and now you see the cars trying to catch up with the pace car. So, I don't know what happened to Finguy. I don't see damage on them, but we definitely do see damage on Jones III. I don't think that was because of the caution. Seth Cole got some left side damage, and that's really going to probably hinder the car a bit. Not knowing how much, but we'll see, though. Caution's out. Shelton, your leader. Let's take a look at ourselves, our first caution. Well, before we look at the caution, we just found out about FP Jones III, and this is rather interesting. I rarely have seen this before on this track, but apparently, oh wow, as you see also had Brett Pritchard got into TJ Hanley. I did not even notice that. Watch there, Devin Becker got into Jones III, and then watch, the 18 does not get into her stall correctly. So they tried to get her car backing up, couldn't do it. And look, it totally missed the box you're seeing right there. So they had to teleport the car. And, oh, William Flickinger, or not William Flickinger, I'm sorry, Adam Flickinger got into Taryn Jeffries there. Now you see the 18 is not in her stall. So because of that, you can see how wide to the left she is. They actually had to teleport her car back to the position it is. So you see right there, teleported. So she is now on a towing penalty that happened. And as far as Jeffrey Finguy is concerned, I think the same thing happened to him. Yep, same thing. Play full motion. Cole Deaver got a little contact, and Finguy completely missed the stall. So that's out of the way. Let's look what happened to Courtney Keith. And here's a look. We brought ourselves our first caution today here. Keep an eye on Seth Cole in the 55 and Courtney Keith in that Pepsi Chevrolet there. Courtney got a little bit of a run, had to check up right there, and went right into Jeffrey Finguy. Got him in the corner panel. Seth Cole, Courtney Keith all go in the wall. Finguy getting a little piece, and then you see Angel Navarro give a little bump to the 24, let alone 2. That's probably not going to affect Navarro. Courtney, on the other hand, slides around. Connor Myers somehow misses that accident. Close call right there. Thankfully, this was over in the rear of the field, so no one really was coming in at a different pace there. So what a lucky break for that 24 team. Caution's out. Let's take it back to the green. We are just a bit off on the live, and I apologize though, I accidentally moved a button there. But you could see Finguy and Jones III, they are a couple laps down. Where are they at? Where are those two drivers? Oh, I see them. There they are. They're on the inside line, trying to catch up to the leaders. Pace car already down pit road. We're on lap 33 of 57. Oh, they went way ahead of Jessica Shelton. You got to tell them to slow down, but the green flag is out. Wow, did they actually get a lap back and got away with it? Or will they? I think they're going to get black flag for that, but wow, that's a first. And Finguy and Jones, they took off like a rocket, and Finguy coming down pit road. I think the 92 got... Oh, and Cole Deaver's coming down pit road too. Surrenders second place. Wow, I don't even know what to think of there. Cole Deaver went down. I don't know what even to say. There's a little bit of a gap, but we have gotten word the 27 did not get going on the start. Neither did Taryn Jeffries. Look at that 45 fall into the rear. Completely lost him. Where's Osborne? Oh, he's down pit road. Wow, that is insane right there. Bit of a gap behind Charles Sanford in the 0-1. That's for 6th. Now they are catching up to FP Jones III. Well, thanks for playing, Jones. You tried. Got to find our car that just got off of pit road there. Joshua Osborne off of pit road. There's back on the course. Jeffrey Finguy already has as well, as too with Cole Deaver. Deaver on the tail end of the lead lap, and that is not good for car number 9. He could be put a lap down. Osborne now a lap down. And Jones could be in danger of being back to 2 laps down. A caution would be saving grace, but it does not look good, especially how this pack has definitely been broken up. And the top 6 are actually running away from 7th place on back. Jesse Turner trying to go underneath Cody for position. Trying to take that lead away, coming into 3. He's definitely peaking. Here comes the 78. And he's going to make the pass. Now Jones, they're catching up to. And not going to make a move in time. And now Jesse Turner going to go around the 18 car. Jessica Shelton following behind. Then Charles Sanford. Now Cody going to go down low with Zach Flickinger. And Brett Pritchard will probably follow. And 7th on back, probably did not want to see that, because the 18 really isn't that slow, but you see, she's going about the same speed as them, but just, you know, she had no draft earlier. Now she's in the draft. I don't know, though. It's just she's not able to really get that, you know, catching up there. And now Cole Deaver, the next on the lap down category, and that is not good. Now 7th place. 7th place on back. They know they got to work together, but they are not, and they're losing ground. They are 3 wide for position. Look at Benjamin Miles sneak his way in the top 10, slithering his way through. And if you are a championship competitor, this is bad news to see the 42 up in the front of the chase field. He's ahead a good number of chasers, but there's still a good gaggle around him. Jake Baskinger, Nathan Fisher, RJ Bishop. Look at here that we're trying to see. Kyle Matthews, he's not ahead of. Joshua Sicoli, that's his main championship competitor right now. And then just a little bit of ways back, Ace Rogers and Ron Bishop. And man, Courtney Keefe, Seth Cole, that damage that the 95 gave to the 55 there. It's not good. Deaver just really hoping for a caution right now, because not only the fact that he could be in danger of being put a lap down, but at least he can have a chance to battle for the win here. You can see Deaver's also trying to reel in Jeffrey Finguy. He can get around the 92, so at least he can stay in the lead lap, but it's not looking good. Jones now slightly losing the pack. This may actually help 7th on back to actually work up to that 18 and quickly get around her. But, you know, the slow cars I can see that could have an issue could probably be that 45 of Taryn Jeffries if they catch up to him. I don't know about Seth Cole and Courtney Keith because, you know, they're still kind of up to speed. It's just they've been broken up right there. And now Deaver not wasting any time. He knows he's in danger. He said, Jeffrey, I'm sorry, but I got to make sure I get around you. I forgot to mention this too about Jeffrey Finguy. He's actually now a two-time winner in the Xfinity Series, and I failed to mention that. Get this, he's only the second driver for Ford to win a race out of the 3 wins they've had. The other Ford driver was Taryn Jeffries, who won at Iowa. Now Shelton in the 20, going to the inside of Finguy to put him a lap down again. And the 92 continuing to slip in this race. Charles Sanford, Zach Flickinger, Cody Lamas, and that pack, that main pack behind those top 6 there, they are losing little by little on that main pack. Meanwhile, 7th on back, trying to reel in that 18 and try to quickly get around. Now, the problem is that they keep battling right here. That's why they're not getting a whole lot of ground. They got to make moves quick here. Miles has really slipped back in that 42 because here comes Ron Bishop in the 88 trying to make a move for position. Four wide for position. Look at Ramey Fisher use that extreme low line. Had to check up right there. Matthews now trying to pass some cars. Will do so. Here they come to FP Jones III. Baskinger leading the pack. They know if they want a chance to win, not only do they have to get around the 18 as quickly as possible, they need to go single file. Now, I don't think there will be a second pit stop in this race, but at the same time, you have to remember, if the drivers do come down pit road, remember the drivers who stayed out on the course. Baskinger making quick work on Jones III. Others are as well. They caught him in Taryn Jeffries, and Cody Lamas and Zach Flickinger had some trouble. Definitely a bad moment for Cole Deaver. He got stuck behind him too. Now Brett Pritchard trying to get up there. How about Turner? Keep in mind, a lot of the drivers who've been involved in the SCS, Sony Cup Series and all that, who are in this series, they know this track really good. Now they're making work on Taryn Jeffries in the 45. Baskinger having some issues. Here comes Meyer getting around. Here comes William Brock getting around. Baskinger is trying to swing it low. Well, oh, he couldn't do it in time. Sicoli just managed to sneak underneath. Baskinger, however, using the high line. Man, this is getting really dicey over here. Keep an eye on all these chasers. Look at them. Some of them getting really held up here. Oh, man, that 45 is not playing favoritism at all. Matthews really had a hard time getting around that 45 car. That may actually prompt Ace Rogers to get into this pack somehow. Surprised also Navarro is actually off the pace, despite whatever happened to him. And now all the cars have gotten around the 45. Back up to the front we go. Scott Roush now working to try to catch up to the 26 of William Brock. They're actually somewhat gaining him now. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. Especially that these guys are battling. RJ Bishop trying to go underneath his teammate. I don't know why he's trying to do that. Probably not a good decision there. They gained some ground, but this is probably going to hurt him now. Bishop knows he's got to make that move quick. Quick work, just like that. That's what you need to do. They're actually reeling in Jeffrey Finguy a little bit in that 92 there. But time is ticking. Cole Deaver back on the lead lap. But caution is out. That race is over. Turner out in front. Top chaser Zach Flickinger for now. Here comes Cody now trying to take the top chase point right there. And remember, if you're a chaser and wins, you'll be getting an extra 2 points. And Jeffrey Finguy coming down pit road again. Issues on the 92. May play a factor the rest of this race. And that was not good if you're 7th on back, because that was the driver you needed to catch up to. They gain a very little bit of ground, but they're now working on Zach Flickinger. We may have a quick battle up here as Turner continues to lead. That time is ticking if you're those drivers behind. You need to hurry up and hope these drivers keep battling. And don't forget, caution's out, that race is over. This could be huge if your name is RJ Bishop. You can catch up to these drivers. But you're running out of time, and Connor Meyer makes the move underneath. Cody Lamas now trying to be the top position overall. He's definitely got top chase locked up for now. But can he win the race as well? Coming to the line, we will see the white flag here at DC. Here comes Charles Sanford, Brett Pritchard. White flag, final lap here at DC. Cody Lamas trying to hang on. They may catch up to Adam Flickinger. Sheldon swings high. You're going to allow Turner to go underneath. Here comes Pritchard. Here comes Charles Sanford. 3 wide for the lead. Can't seem to do it. Now tucks back in line. Pritchard trying to get the win. Here comes Charles Sanford. Can he make a move for the lead? Time is ticking. Brett Pritchard. No move is going to be made. Checker flag. Brett Pritchard is going to win here at DC. Brett Pritchard in the Oreo Wonderfield Chevrolet gonna get the job done. He just missed out on the Cup chase and had a great season. Xfinity just missed out on the Xfinity chase as well, and he's gonna get the job done, winning here at DC. Zach Flickinger just a little bit short on Cody Lamas, which Cody, that is a big, big moment for him, being the top chaser. He was a total of 21 points behind Benjamin Miles, so that is a good sign for that 5 team. Flickinger in the 96 also needed that run. They were actually tied for the where they were at, with both with 5,024. So Cody will at least have the advantage over Flickinger. RJ Bishop was the 3rd highest chaser, finishing 9th. So here's the top 10 results. Brett Pritchard, Charles Sanford, Jesse Turner, Cody Lamas, Zach Flickinger, Jessica Sheldon, Connor Meyer, William Brock, RJ Bishop, and Benny Watson with the top 10 run. Great to see that for the 74 team. They have just had no luck at all. 42nd of the points. Finally getting the top 10 run. So here's the rest of the results. Let's find the rest of our chasers that were there. Nathan Fisher, that was a driver who desperately needed a good run because he has just had anything but good. Finally getting the results he needed. He'll come away 13th. Jake Baskinger, 15th. Looking through here, Joshua Sicoli, 19th. Kyle Matthews with a decent run. He'll come away 20th. You can see still finished ahead of some big names right there. Ironic enough, Benjamin Miles, you see it crossed the line in 23rd. Got ahead of Ron Bishop and Ace Rogers. So, no doubt, Benjamin Miles will still have the points lead after this race heading over to Michigan. We mentioned Ron Bishop and Ace Rogers. Who else did he finish ahead of? You can see in the spots below, Seth Cole in 32nd, Courtney Keith 33rd. Cole Deaver, unfortunately, lapped down to 36th. Pit Road having difficulty for that 9 team. Unexpected pit stop, and that is definitely not good. So Matthews is definitely not going to be dead last no more. But what a rough run for the regular season points leader right there. And the worst chaser is going to be FP Jones III. That was a huge nail right there. Definitely drilled in on that 18 team. They were only 10 points behind Miles. Now, Miles didn't really have that strong of a run, but still, you have to remember how crucial every point is. Now, some drivers are going to have to be on the rebound there, while Miles, the main person I think he's going to have to worry about the most, definitely for now, looks like Joshua Sicoli. That's been that forefront there. Because before this race began, he was only 6 back. Now he's going to be a total of 4 back from him. So I'm not too sure what to expect, except for the fact that we'll see what will happen. Ron Bishop also, he finished ahead of as well, barely by 1 spot. Ron Bishop, he was a total of 9 points behind. So rough start right there, but we'll see what happens though. Nonetheless, thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, be sure to give it a like, comment your thoughts, subscribe part the NRSL button, hit that subscribe button down below. And we will see you guys for the Cup race tomorrow. And, of course, next week when we head on over to Michigan. Until then, thank you guys for watching. Here come the points at the end of the video like always. Until then, goodbye, everybody.